Well, good evening. This is GMU Today with Mr. Nick B, your host. Well, forgive the pick of the Krispy Kreme coffee back there. That is my coffee. And I really just enjoy that coffee. It's a really good coffee. Anyways, this is Mr. Nick B, your host for GMU Today. This is the evening edition, and we're going to do this. This is the GMU Short Report. So stay tuned. Later on, I'll show you guys the new tablet I got. Anyway, here we are. This one is from the New York Post. Here's who is more likely. Okay. So this is who is more likely to get the COVID. Let me see. Here's who is more likely to experience side effects from COVID vax. Okay. My number one concern is it's so experimental. Do we know what it does to anyone? Do we really know? Okay, so anyway, these are the people that are more likely, I guess, to experience side effects, according to this article from the New York Post. Women, those under 40, more likely to have side effects to COVID vaccine, experts say. Who are the experts? What experts are they talking about? This is the New York Times. It is not the New York Times. Times. But anyway, so women and people under 40 years old are more likely to experience side effects. Okay, now I'm in my 50s, okay guys? So here's the problem. Here's the problem I see. There's not enough known about what they put together. It's a serum. That's what it is basically. Bees do that. Bees can make serum. Basically just honey is their form. God has put so many things out there that they're just so natural, and they do so much more to help the body. Okay. So anyway, women and younger people have more local reactions. A sore arm, a day of not feeling so well, or aches and pains, according to Dr. William Schaffner, an infectious disease expert from Vanderbilt University. I don't know as I would trust anybody from a university. Here's why. If they're just fresh out of school, you gotta be careful. They're still kids. I'm sorry, but they're still kids. Their thinking is that of a college student yet. Okay, no matter how bright they are. So at any rate, a lot of them, I shouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them are just barely kids when they get to college. They're kids when they go to college, and they're just barely out of being a kid when they come out of college. Can they do the job? Some can. Some have a hard time. When you have a doctor, immunologist, for instance, my immunologist has been, in practice for, 25, 30 years, maybe 40 years. I'm not sure, but he's been around a long time. He's kind of ancient compared to some of them. But he's a really good guy, and he's actually, this is one doctor I do trust. And he had a lot to say about all the closures in Michigan, for instance. Just by wearing my constitutional t-shirt, which is one of my favorites. He says, "That's a nice t-shirt, I really like it." I asked him to explain his medical opinion. And he says, "Well, yes, there's a virus out there. Yeah, it can be dangerous to some people." He said, "But still no reason to destroy our economy and ruin people's lives." So, that said, let's get on with this article. Yeah, women and younger people have more local reactions and a sore arm, a day of not feeling so well, or aches and pains, according to Dr. William Schaffner, an infectious disease expert from Vanderbilt University. People wonder if it's because women have more estrogen, but that remains to be studied. He said, the short answer is there's got to be reasons for it, but we don't know what they are, added Schaffner. Side effects from COVID-19 vaccines range from nausea and flu-like symptoms to nothing at all, but your reaction says nothing about how you would have fared against the virus, experts said. I don't think that there's any relationship between your reaction to the vaccine and what would have happened to you had you gotten infected with the virus, Schaffner said in an interview with the CBS affiliate WFMY. But regardless of the severity of post-vaccination symptoms, which this week included nausea and dizziness for 11 people at a shuttered Colorado Johnson & Johnson jab site. Does that sound to you like a free country? So they're just jabbing people? Sounds like they're doing it for the fun of it. Okay, the shots are equally effective for everyone, experts said. No. I'm going to flat out disagree. This is my opinion, based on my needs, with approximately over 20 allergies. No, the vaccine's not right for me. And no, it would not help me. Absolutely not. I know my body better than anyone, including doctors. I live in this body. So do you. You live in your body. You know it better than anyone else. It's about listening to your bodies, responding to those little signals you get from your body. Sometimes that's God telling us. Hey, check this out. Yeah. So at any rate, okay, now. Yeah, but regardless, yeah. And so the shots are equally effective for everyone, experts said. No. I still say no. Because for me, they do absolutely nothing. They'll go in one and out the other. So once they were to stick that freaking needle in me, all that shit, all that poison would go right through my body and right out the other end. Right out the bottom end. My body rejects that stuff because it thinks it's poison. I can tell you that because I know what other vaccines have done to me. And that was years and years and years ago. I've only had one or two, and I refused. Since I've been old enough to make my own decisions, I've refused. And I will refuse again and again and again and again. Your own body's immune system can do the work. Now, I have no problems if you're up to it, and if you want it, if you think it'll do you some good. I have no objections to that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to let, for instance, if I see in a store with a mask on, I'm not going to tell you one way or the other whether you should have one or not have one. That's not my call. That's yours. Okay, so now. People will say, what if I didn't get a reaction? Does that mean the vaccine didn't work? And the answer is no. William Moss, a vaccine expert from Johns Hopkins University, told the outlet. Yeah. He added, there are no implications for protective efficacy. No implications for how your body would respond if you got infected with the actual SARS-CoV-2. On Wednesday, around a dozen people reportedly suffered adverse reactions to the Johnson & Johnson vaccine at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, prompting officials to shutter the site. Why do you suppose that is? Okay. If there was a proven medicine out there that is already widely available and proven to have very little side effects for most anything, why would you not go with that instead of a vaccine? Okay, why? Why? Don't let the government turn you dumb. That includes all these social media conglomerates that think they're the government, including YouTube, or CommuTube, as I like to sometimes refer to it. Because you're not doing any better than that, than Twitter or Facebook, fake book. So anyway, why don't you dump Facebook, dump Twitter, go join Gab.com, BitChute.com, Telegram, Boxer Walkie Talkie, Rumble. Just go join all those people. We'll pretty soon we'll be able to dump YouTube too. If they don't like me saying that, then they can not talk to me. But what they can do is they can change their attitude, change their ways. All right, I'm just a small-time YouTuber. By the way, if this video gets cut or whatever, or YouTube decides, to play God with my videos, feel free to join me on Rumble, BitChute.com, Gab.com for conversation. All right, guys. And it's all GMU Today. You can also join me on Telegram, GMU Today. I can't remember if that's GMU Today 1 or what it is. I forget. But it's all GMU Today, so just look for those words, alright? Usually all in caps. Alright, so the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment later stressed that the side effects experienced were consistent with what can be expected with this single-dose shot. As of Friday, more than 112 million had received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine in the U.S. Are they freaking stupid? What I have a problem with is people going and doing this without thinking about it, okay? Think things through before you just go and do. Alright? If you've got a lowered immunity and you think you need that, fine. But don't just do it and follow the sheep. Good Lord, people. You're not going to make things any better. Government people, your governors, if you live in California, New York, or Michigan, they're not going to change their attitude because you got the vaccine. They're going to try to make you do more. Make you do less, but make you do more for them. Make you comply more. They're going to try to put more restrictions on you. You watch. Stop kowtowing to the government. Okay, so now, experience were consistent with what can be expected with a single-dose shot. As of Friday, more than 112 million had received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine in the U.S. They cannot force you legally. They cannot force you to take a vaccine. Nor can they force you to put a freaking mask on your face. Alright, just a quick note to YouTube. This is going on BitChute too. And Rumble. So, do what you will, but you're not stopping me. Alright, so that's a quick article. I'm just going to leave it at that for tonight, okay, guys? So please join me on Rumble and BitChute. Subscribe there in case I lose this channel on YouTube. We all know how they are. I'm just a small-time YouTuber, but I do have a video on the previous vaccines. And you should look at that one. However, YouTube had my accounts up to like 100 and something or 200 and something. knocked him all the way down to 28 views. Go look at that same video on BitChute that I did. Okay, it's got well over 200 views, and they've not touched the view count. Kudos to BitChute.com. Alright, guys, so this is Mr. McBee for GMU Today, later evening edition. And this is you call it the lighter side where we want, or you call it the GMU Short Report. Alright, peace out. God bless you all. Mr. Nick B for GMU Today.